36-year-old Arthur Scott Jr. is behind bars on multiple charges in connection to the death of 61-year-old Lee Chu Lin. At around 7:15 p.m. on Friday the 26th of April, authorities responded to a hotel room at Double Ten Hotel at 6125 Zumstein Drive in Columbus, Ohio, after Lee Chu's husband found his wife's deceased and naked body inside a hotel room. Lee Chu and her husband owned the hotel. Husband was distraught as he spoke with dispatchers, explaining that his wife had been murdered. He said that she'd been missing for 3 hours before he found her inside a room. He said that Lee Chu was working at the front desk that day. Investigators said that Lee Chu suffered from apparent trauma from a brutal attack. Detectives reviewed surveillance footage of the hotel, which showed Arthur walking down the hallway wearing a baseball hat and checking hotel room doors looking for one that was unlocked. He then entered the room before Lee Chu entered the same room shortly thereafter. Authorities said that Arthur repeatedly punched Lee Chu in the face and foot stomped her head into the floor. He then raped her and knelt on her neck until she became lifeless. Detectives found Arthur's hat at the scene that he wore on the video, as well as blood on the bed and fecal matter. The following day, Arthur was located a short distance from the hotel and he was taken into custody. He was taken to the Columbus Police Headquarters, where he admitted to the murder and other crimes, and he was booked into the Franklin County Jail. On Monday the 29th of April, Arthur was arraigned at the Franklin County Municipal Court on charges of kidnapping, rape and murder. Lee Chu's husband told the judge that Arthur took away the family's American dream. Judge Eileen Paley said, "I don't think I've ever seen anything this hideous," before setting Arthur's bond at $2 million. Arthur's scheduled for a preliminary hearing on the morning of the 7th of May. The investigation into the matter continues. 48-year-old Gregory Shin is behind bars for killing his 59-year-old girlfriend Catherine Marie Simpson. At 11:27 p.m. on the 20th of February, authorities responded to a call reporting that Gregory had found the body of his girlfriend hanging in the garage of their home at 3700 Whiting Drive Southeast in St. Petersburg, Florida. He claimed she committed suicide. When paramedics arrived, they found Catherine with a black wire wrapped around her neck, connected to a beam in the garage. Gregory told investigators that he had his neighbor call 911 for him because he didn't have a phone. Gregory told detectives that he last saw Catherine between 10 to 10:30 p.m. and that he was in his room watching YouTube videos. He said that he felt like he should check in on Catherine because he hadn't heard from her in a while. He said he went to the garage where he found her hanging from a wooden beam. Gregory told police that Catherine was suicidal in the days leading up to her death. However, investigators said that Catherine's injuries were not consistent with the allegation that she hung herself. Authorities said that Catherine was obviously abused. She had broken ribs, neck fractures, a large contusion on her head, a brain bleed and cuts and abrasions to her face and body. Gregory told detectives that they had been doing work on the house when Catherine hit a rotten door frame with a sledgehammer and the door frame fell and hit her. He later told police that the day that Catherine died, that the two got into a fight and he dragged her down the hallway. He also said that she had been taking his pills and he had to use Narcan on her. Throughout the investigation, detectives noticed inconsistencies in Gregory's statements and determined there was a history of domestic violence with several 911 calls from their home in recent years. Yolanda Fernandez of the St. Petersburg Police Department said these were very serious cases and serious enough where she had visible injuries and he was taken to jail both in 2021 and 2022. The medical examiner's office determined that Catherine died of strangulation, with contributing factors of blunt force trauma and multi-drug toxicity, and her death was ruled a homicide. Following Catherine's death, Gregory began renting out rooms in the home. On the evening of Tuesday the 30th of April, police arrested Gregory at his home and charged him with first-degree murder. He was booked into the Pinellas County Jail. On Wednesday the 1st of May, Gregory appeared in court and the judge denied him bond. The investigation into the matter continues.